All right, guys. So right now we are almost at the end of 2022, right? And now we are all set for 2023. Last 20 more days to go, right? And now it's very, very important to actually ask ourselves certain reflection questions that are so essential for our overall growth. Because most of the time people realize that at the age of 40, so many years passed by so fast. For many of you here, this year might have passed like very fast. For many of you, it might have gone moderately. It did not make any much of a difference in your life. For many of you, it might have gone slow. Why year is not ending yet, right? I want to actually have that happy new year party, right? For many of you, it might be like that. It is different for everybody. It's a relative experience for each and every individual, right? As Einstein says that, right? Theory of relativity, right? If you are actually sitting on a stove, 1 minute looks like 1 hour. I gotta get, like, I gotta run. But if you're sitting next to a girl or a boy, 1 hour looks like 1 minute. Did 1 hour went away, right? Just it's been looks like 1 minute. But these days it has changed, right? So it is differing, right, in multiple different ways. Now, the very important question that we need to understand, to reflect upon with our lives, right? Because every year we are one step closer to our graveyard, right? And it is very important process to self-reflect, because if you actually look above, right? Whenever you look above in your room, I always say this to my students, right? When you look above in your room, what do you see, guys? A roof, right? That should remind you of a goal, right? Whenever you see what next to the roof that comes in. I was with a coaching, one-on-one coaching. When I was doing that one-on-one coaching, so I was speaking about that. What comes next after the roof, guys? Fan. And what does that fan tells us? Fan tells us be calm. No matter what happens, be calm. Keep your goals on, keep your eyes on your goal. But things might happen, things may not happen, but be calm, right? The third thing is that all of you in your rooms, you might have some or the other form of mirror, or maybe your camera, selfie. But most of the time, if you actually observe, right, don't reflect. It's an opportunity for you to do self-reflection. Mirror is self-reflection, right? It is a reminder of self-reflection, right? In your room, you see a door. Every single day, every single month is an opportunity for you. Whenever you are opening a door or closing a door, for many of you might have opened more doors for you in this year. For many of you, this year might have closed more doors for you. And you need to understand, every closed door could be an imprisonment for you, or could be a liberation for you. Yes or no? How many of you are understanding? Which side of the door you are, that matters. Are you understanding? If you are actually opening that as a door, it's an opening for you. But if somebody is closing that for you from outside, then it's an imprison for you. Yes or no? Right? So our room itself teaches us so many things, and every room has certain dustbins. So it is an indication that you cannot keep your crap everywhere. You have to have a time to cry, to be sad, to be whatever that bullshit that what you carry around, and keep that in that dustbin. Most of the people carry their bullshit on their face. They don't smile at all. Something not going well in their life, they carry that on their face, right? So whatever happens, can you actually keep yourself energetic? Can you keep yourself empowered, powerful, inspired, right? Because life is short. And all of us have been created on this planet Earth, right? For a reason. They have not come here just like that, right? And everything around us is reminding us something, right? Like, for example, whenever you actually see a desk or a chair, you could be a student or a working professional, right? Or a business owner, right? Can you get yourself focused? Most of us are randomly moving on here and there. Can you just focus and say, what is this that I need to be doing in a day? What is that I need to be doing in a month? What is that I want to do it in a year? Can you sit for some time and think on that? Right? And all of these are great reminders for us. And those of you who are watching this, you might also can see some of the other things, other objects in your room, and type down what does that indicate to you. Keep that as a good reminder and share that in the chat box, right? What does that mean? I just want to see what are the things that what you want to actually look around and say, what does that mean to you? You might see books that indicates you need to be a lifelong learner. Great, fantastic. What else? What else that what you see around you that can be an inspiration? You might have a plant in your room, right? That is telling you get an opportunity to roam around the world, but still I am in this room. And that might be still in that room forever, right? That is an indication you have a lot more opportunities in your life. Yes or no? You are not a plant, you are not a tree, you can move, you can grow. Plant is also giving you that indication of growth. How many of you are understanding you can find inspiration around in your own room? Isn't it awesome? Right? That's exactly how you actually approach 2023. How many of you are excited to approach 2023? And that's how you should be taking your journey forward to that next level. And one of the very, very important things that what we actually look into here is that you have to do self-reflection, right? Because self-reflection, when you reflect yourself, because most of us, we actually think of outside world, but we don't see the inside world. And our inside world is creating the outside world, right? And what to self-reflect upon, right? One of the very key factor that you are born, you're going to die. And every year you are 1 year closer to your deathbed. And that could happen any year, right? But we all know that we have come from a source. You might think that I have come from my father or mother together and stuff like that. But they have come from their parents. They have come from their parents. But there is a bigger source that is empowering each and every one of us. We have come from that source. And once we are dead, we are going to go to that source. In that time, we have some time here. This is going to be a very brief journey. But this brief journey, if we are not connected to the source, you cannot get your full potential. How many of you are understanding that? Because this playground is created by that source, right? You are coming from that source. This playground of creation is created by that source, and you're going back to that source. If you don't get yourself connected, there is always a lost feeling that most of the people are feeling. The reason is because you are not connected with the source that you have come from. You are not connected with the own creation that is happening, the nature around you and all of that. And you are not connected to where you are going to go back. And in today's world, they call it as spirituality, right? But I want to simplify that, a simple word, right? A place that you have come from, the place that you are going, and you may not be knowing what is it, but there is something. And the place that you are playing as a playground, and today we call it as career, relationship, health, this, that, but everything started from that. If we are connected to that, this power is completely charged. This source is completely charged because you're guided, you are supported, you are in that zone. And many methods to reach that, many ways to reach that, but a couple of simple things that what you can actually do is reminding yourself this, that you are born from a great source and you're going to be getting into that great source, and you are in that vast creation of source. In such an amazing space you are in, how can you actually feel bad? Isn't it? It is just that we are trying to keep that dustbin garbage all over every place, thinking that mess is good. Messy is good, not mess is good, right? And many people do not carry that energy, happiness, right? Joy in their life. And the first important self-reflection process that you need to be doing, I want each and every one of you here to close your eyes for a moment. How wonderful, how beautiful the moments of your connection with the universe. Visualize that. Were you able to connect with the universe? Those times where you felt like you are guided, you are supported, you are given an opportunity, You are given that ray of hope in your life, saying that you are meant to do this. Bring those moments in front of you, the greatest achievement that happened, that you see there is a universe support in that to happen. You were able to achieve so many different records, record-breaking things that you did not do in 2021. You were able to do it in 2022. Do you see that the universe hand being there, supporting you? Most of us tried saying that I did it. That's great. But definitely that I is sourced and powered with something else. Because today we might actually have this brain, this body and all of that, but something is powering up that, right? And that's what is the higher source. And show some gratitude to that higher source and say, thank you for being in my life. That is the step one reflection. And how deeper and better relationship with the higher source you want to have in the next coming year, so that your life feels blessed. Your life it's filled with gratitude. It's filled with grace. It's filled with abundance. Right? It is the grace of the universe. The second reflection is on your health, on your physical body, on your physical fitness. What are the challenges or the goals that what you had in the beginning of this year? Were you able to work on that? And for most of you, you might have worked on that and produced results. For most of you, you may not have worked on that and produced results. And whatever that result that what you are able to produce is also because of that consciousness. That is what higher source is all about. The more conscious you are, the more wonderfully that you will start working towards the areas of life. The less conscious you are, everything you will miss in your life. And you will think sometimes of your life, whatever that is pressing. If relationship is a pressing problem in your life, you think relationship is the area I have to focus. If health is the problem in that year, you will think health is something that I got to fix. If career is not there, you will think career is something that I got to fix. If money is not there, you will think money is something that what I have to fix. Right? If wealth is not there or family is not there, you will think that is what I need to fix. Whatever that is least there in your life, you focus on that and you miss all the other areas. But life is not meant to be like that. Right? Life is meant to be approached all in, working towards your fullest potential. How can you think of approaching the coming year 2023 with your fullest potential? Visualize that, imagine that, right? How more conscious that you will be in keeping your health to a next level. Visualize that, imagine that, think through that, see yourself into that identity. How would be your health? How you will be working towards your health in the coming year? See that how you would be with your health. Now, think about 2022 right now, this year, with your respect to your relationships, right? Relationship with yourself. How kind you were to yourself. How generous you were to yourself. Were you self-beating? Were you self-blaming? Or were you self-loving this year? Right? Check the relationship with yourself. Relationship with the closed ones. How were your relationship? Reflect the entire year. Reflect your relationship with your closed ones, your family, your closed ones, your friends, your known circle. How is your relationship with the people that you don't know to they becoming? Many people might have entered your life this year newly. How is your relationship with them? How is your relationship? You might have actually broken various different relationships this year, right? How is that? Is that empowering you? Is that disempowering you? Right? Visualize everything. And now see how much of that consciousness that what you had, the higher source that is actually empowering you to do this. And you want to invoke more energy, more power from the universe to light you up in your areas of health, light you up in the areas of relationships. How wonderful, how beautiful relationship that you want to have it with yourself. How wonderful, beautiful relationships that what you want to have it with your closed ones. How happy, joyful, caring, loving, supporting, right? And wonderful relationship that everybody is joyful and wonderful around you. That could be your team, that could be your family, that could be your loved ones, that could be everybody around you, known circle. And also see the new people that are coming. So many thousands and thousands of new people that you're going to meet in the coming year, right? How wonderful, joyful, beautiful relationship that what you want to have it with a lot of people, right? You becoming that person of joy, right? Love and light. Now, think about your discipline of life, because it is always said that our destiny is decided by our decision and discipline, right? How we are going to actually achieve whatever we want to achieve in our lives as a goal is decided by our decisions that what we make in the moments, and the discipline that what we carry out on that decision is what is going to shape our life. So think about how much of that personal mastery that what you had in 2022. You might have made a lot of decisions. I will do this, I will do that, I will make this, I will make that. But think about your discipline. Bring your consciousness and self-reflection on your discipline. Were you able to create that? And where did you lack on that? Where did this consciousness lack? In the area of decision making, were you not making decisions at all? Were you scared of certain things? Were you fearful? Were you not getting things done and all of that in this year? Do you want to make a bold, courageous, wonderful, strong decisions in the coming year? Do you want to be that person who is being disciplined in life, in following through, breaking through, and making through things happen, and building the destiny that what you want to have in your life? That is personal mastery. Visualize, see it as much in detail as possible. What is that identity that what you want to create for yourself with your decisions, discipline, and destiny? And whenever you are actually doing something, if it is actually enjoying at the moment, so if you see eating fast food, it's enjoying at the moment, right? But it is going to be a pain for life, right? But if you actually see, you actually getting yourself disciplined in eating healthy, getting through training, going through a lot of people's training and building that skills, initially feels like, because this is what even Muhammad Ali said, right? The process of training was not easy and comfortable for me, but I went through that process. All the people going through that training is not easy and comfortable for them, but they went through that pain and process of training themselves, learning so many new things. They got themselves uncomfortable, right? All the people you see successful, they went through a lot of training, whether it is, if you see athletes or people who have achieved great in their businesses or great in their career, they went through a lot of trainings and learned a lot. They went through that momentary pain, but their life was wonderful. They got amazing gain. But today, many people, when they have to go through that personal mastery of getting through themselves, right, in building that discipline, that is where many people fail. And they're going to have a fun at the moment, but they're going to receive the pain for life. Visualize and see yourself very clearly. 2023, how disciplined you are going to bring in. How much discipline, how much confidence and energy that what you're going to bring in, right? And see through the destination, a beautiful destination that is forming for you. Now, see how wonderful your journey as a career was 2022. Just visualize yourself. See through your career. The journey of your passion. Were you passionate? Because one of the very, very important factor out in your career is, were you passionate? Because passion is something where you're willing to work even if you don't get paid, but you still love that journey, right? You still love that. It's wonderful, right? That is passion. Were you able to impact people? Were you able to create possibility in people? That is purpose. Were you able to see in your career purpose to creating a possibility in other people's life, doing what you do, right? Visualize that in 2022, how powerful you wear with the passion and your purpose. Self-reflect, bring in consciousness, see what are the things that you want to change and bring in new changes and possibility in the year 2023, right? See yourself, how wonderful it was, right? With your profession, see passion, purpose, and you create the possibility, it becomes profession, right? How wonderful it was as a profession, how wonderful it was as you increasing your next level of your journey. See yourself, bring more consciousness within yourself to see how wonderful and how amazing you will be making in 2023 to take your journey to that next level. Right? See it in as detail as possible. You becoming powerful in various different skills. For many of you, when you are actually doing career, there will be a lot of constraints that comes in your way. Right? You might have faced a lot of constraints in the year 2022. See in 2023 how you will break through all of that constraints and make all your dreams a reality. Because for many of you, you might be passionate at doing something, you might be doing it with purpose, you might be doing it with profession, but you want to see that possibility happening in a very big way. For that to happen, so many constraints will be coming and stopping you. But how would you actually break through all of that and take it to that next level in the area of your career? See through that in the area that is so essential for all of us. How wonderful and how giving you were in the area of contribution, right? How wonderful, how much of the knowledge that you are able to share with other people by giving in this year. How much of that, maybe for many of you it is knowledge, for many of you it is time. How much of time that you are able to give as a contribution. What you give today, you are going to receive, right? In abundance from the universe, right? Giving knowledge, giving time, giving money, multiple different ways of giving. How wonderful you were in empowering. Now you see yourself in the area of wealth and lifestyle. How wonderful you were able to create your wealth in the year 2022. Wealth does not mean money. Most of the people confuse wealth means money. Wealth does not mean money. Wealth means, were you able to create something that is going to stay even after you die? That is the first form of wealth. Because the money that what you keep in bank account is going to be somebody's else once you're gone. That's not wealth. That's the fourth type of a wealth. The first type of a wealth is what is your contribution to the planet Earth, which is going to stay after you're gone. That fulfills the wealth to this planet. Once you come onto this planet, you need to give something back to this planet. It could be small when you're starting, but it will grow up when it becomes big. Many of you are authors here. Many of you have created products and services here, right? Many of you are system builders here, right? The systems that what you're creating, building things forward that can still stay longer and create possibility. Many of you are here building people. That's a fantastic creation to the world, right? Once they grow in, even after you're gone, they are going to be there serving a lot more people. That's a fantastic thing that what you're doing in the year of building wealth. The first thing is that your creation. The second thing is that your people. If you're developing team, if you are working with customers, you are making things happen. Are you bringing possibility and positive stories in making that? Then you are actually creating wealth, right? How much of that you are able to create that in the year 2022? See that to 2021 of your own. If that is growing, your wealth is growing. You are making an impact. You are creating positive stories. You are making that possibility to a next level. See that becoming 10 times bigger in the year 2023. 10 times bigger. Now see that 100 times bigger, 1,000 times bigger. Because you focus on making yourself bigger, right? Your creations getting bigger, your impact becoming bigger, right? The kind of people that you're growing and supporting and developing, getting bigger, right? Many organizations, they will be with certain group. So in the next year, it grows to a completely different level. So which means you're growing people, right? Many organizations work with certain clients. It grows to the next level. That is wealth. Because, so my mom always says this, right? So you have to earn people first before you earn money. right? That is very, very important, right? You need to focus on creating things that they stay longer. How many of you are creating processes and systems or creation of content, creation of products and services, creation of technology, various different things that can stay even after you're gone? That is what I mean by creation. Supporting people, building people, they also can stay longer than you, right? So that is the second type of an asset. The third type of an asset is the real assets, that assets that actually help you generate more income. So this is a wonderful definition of creation of wealth. Wealth is something that where money goes in some place to create more money, then you are building wealth. What does that mean? If your money goes in stock market and helping you build more money, that's a wealth. If money goes into an asset, property or something that help you generate more money, that's a wealth. If money goes into cars, jewelry, this, that, and if it doesn't produce you money, that's not called as wealth, that's called as liability. Right? Are you creating more wealth this year, or are you creating more liability this year? Right? You start investing your money into the business and developing tools, technology and all of that. That's wealth for you. Business is a wealth for you, right? The money goes in, but that's going to produce more money, right? That's a wealth. That's the third type of wealth that you should be focusing on. Many people think wealth means money. No, wealth means creation. That's going to stay longer than you. Technology, products and services, content, varieties of things that are going to stay, right? The solutions for the problems that what you have created. Are you creating more of that? Will you commit to create more of it in 2023? Right? And think about the various different things that what you have actually focusing on developing and growing people. If you're working with people, if you're a team leader, right? Think of how can I actually grow more team leaders in my life? How can I actually become the leader maker? Not just a leader, but leader maker in my life. How can I create more possibility stories with my clients or customers or whoever I am actually serving and supporting? Think about the wealth that, okay, whatever the money that what you're making as an income, how can I put into money generating assets? All right. So there are certain pleasing assets that what we put into that becomes liability. We have to put money generating assets. The fourth type of a wealth, that is where you actually build, right? Money, right? Supporting you to create multiple different things, right? Like for example, for many people, wealth, they confuse that wealth with lifestyle, right? So the fourth type of a wealth is a passive income wealth. Money coming through the third system, and you use that money for your lifestyle, which means you won't actually buy any liability, right? That is the rich formula. That is the successful formula, right? You want to buy a car, you want to do this, you want to do that, anything that what you want to do, enjoy, go on foreign trips or anything. The true way of you being independent and wealthy and enjoying that lifestyle is that whatever the 1, 2, 3 you have created, that is funding you, creating an income called as passive income that helps you fund your lifestyle. Then you are free, then you are independent, then you can do whatever you want to do. And that fund starts becoming bigger and bigger and bigger. Guess what you have? You have freedom, you have money, and you have time. How many of you are understanding that? That is the ultimate lifestyle. That's called as independent lifestyle, right? The possibility, then you can do a lot more things in your life, but all that begins by you being that person that you want to be, that next level you, a champion you, the extraordinary you, right? Awesome you in 2023. And we still have few more days for that, and this is the time to make it happen to that next level. And hope that you're able to actually get through this particular things right now, to actually see yourself, self-reflect on yourself, to actually get through this and make this particular thing happen. I would look forward to see you making this particular thing and all set for 2023. All right, fantastic. So you are able to actually get through that self-reflection process, right? Before 2023, this is so essential for each and every one of you to get through this particular things. And this is something that what I did it with my community, and they loved it, they enjoyed it, and that is where I made a decision. Okay, this is something that is a must for everybody to go through before 2023. And if you have actually enjoyed this particular video and you have learned something from this, please share that learnings in the comments. And also I want you to actually get through this very, very important thing, because as we all know, 2023 is coming in and we have to take this as a challenge, right? And many of the people actually start doing this by the time it is 2023 1st Jan. But I want you to challenge you right now to take a challenge from the coming week. Okay, there is a link below in the description for you to grow yourself to a completely different level. Take your journey to a completely different level. And I am offering this as a gift for each and every one of you who are here on this, right? So just get into the description or click on the link below, where you will be able to taking down to the next step for you to register for the challenge. And once you are in the challenge, our team will actually contact you to take your journey to that next level. I'm all excited for you to come and be part of the challenge and take your journey to the next level in 2023. Let's make it happen.